the play-by-play guy. Come on, that's love here. Yeah. Kim, what about the 99?
Yeah, he told the team on the radio he didn't feel like he hit anybody to get that left side tire damage. They brought it down, changed the left side. They thought they pulled the fenders out, driven up, sent it back out. Then he came on the radio and said the cockpit is filling up with smoke. Right now they're checking the track bar, so still trying to diagnose the issue for that.
It seems like something either bent or broke on that initial start, and it's moved that rear end housing over, and they're going to have to replace whatever those pieces are. Look at that left rear tire right here. You see how far that's sticking out of the body. That means that something within that track bar setup that holds the rear end square in the car has moved over, and it's just rubbing on the body.
You can actually see the angle of the tire real well. It was all wrong, so for sure something is going wrong in the suspension.
Oh, he is so sideways still trying to hang on to it. Byron packed a bunch of air on him. Get into the corner.
I mean, you talk about the wheels being turned to the right. It was full-on slide for the 88 of Connor Zillage. Getting the lesson from, it's kind of like a teammate, right? The 17 of William Byron.
He's not giving it to him, though.
Not at all. He fought back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to let those rear tires cool down after something like that. He just fought back on the top side. Look how sideways that thing is. Wow. Lock all the way on the exit, right next to the wall. How often have we seen Connor Zillage do that in just his limited time in the Xfinity Series? Last year, I think in 2 consecutive starts, even smoke billowing off the right side.
Connor Zillage
somehow gathers up each time.
and Carson Hocevar. They're going to be on fire today, boy.
He had a few from the back come down, make an adjustment.
Your job,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, everybody stays out here. Wouldn't have made sense when you talk about the balance of tires and track position and all that to come down here. Let's get a report on the 41. Down to Dylan.
Yeah, Adam, they've been on the charge here early. Started 11th. Mayer is up to the 4th.
Worked his way to the top 10 after a disappointment in qualifying.
From a couple weeks ago.
I think it was a good lesson for Taylor Gray. You go from having the clean air out front, leading by a second, to now being forced to beat all this dirty air. Having to figure, Sheldon Creed absolutely sideways underneath Jesse Love right there on the entry. It gets loose in turn 1, but that's excessive. That was a lot, for sure.
I'm impressed with Jesse Love today. He's been good on all the mile and a halves this weekend. Take a look here at Taylor Gray inside of Eckes. Taylor just moved up a little bit. I don't know that he even needed that. I think it was more of a side draft, just trying to take some air off of him. This is impressive with Parker.
This is one of the wilder things. Oh, I didn't even see they touched. And that just, basically forced his car down into the corner way where he wanted. Super sideways. Great save by Sheldon.
Reminder, Jeff Burton, all those pressure tires back up to 8th now. Stage points a thing, as Parker talked about, and he's working his way toward a top 5 finish in this opening stage.
Yeah, he's right behind Christian Eckes, who is extremely loose. I saw him go to the bottom right here. It'd be hard to fend off Jeff, though, being on those newer tires. It's such an advantage at this track now.
Young Vance onboard camera, another rookie, Nick Sanchez. Coming off what I would say is his best performance of the year, even though he didn't get the finish at Texas Motor Speedway. He showed a lot late in that race, and boy, had to hang on to it there. There is a lot of dancing going on at this racetrack.
Well, every time we go on board with him, I'm like, that's the roughest riding car in the field. It's crazy to hear that thing bouncing through the corner.
You see Love sliding through the corner?
Hanging on to it somehow. All these cars are just all over the place. We talked about in practice how loose they all were when they fired off the truck. A lot of teams have to make big adjustments. We're seeing that continue into the race. Cars sliding around all over the place, led by the rear edge of the race car.
Been a tough day for Alpha Prime. Brad Perez brought out the caution after getting damaged. Parker Retzloff also had to make an unscheduled pit stop after starting at the rear.
See Brandon Jones enter high and then turn down underneath. I think that's Christian Eckes. Yeah, not able to carry that momentum off the corner. These guys racing really hard. Car must be really comfortable for him. You see him to put a little bit of wheel in it, and it's pretty steady. That's a sign of a tight car.
What type of bear is toothless? I got another caller. Go ahead. A gummy bear. Hi, Jim. I got him laughing.
Really? Right now? Really?
I saw him hit the radio button off of turn 2 there, like right in the center. I'm like, what was that?
That's when you know everybody's where they need to be with your team, right?
That's
fun. Going to stage.
He told us in the pre-race show that how relaxed he is right now and how much fun he's having, just how much he's enjoying racing. I think some of that's finally getting that championship, but I mean, right there, it tells you more than just joking while racing for your teammate for second.
What I appreciate about that is that he was just talking about having to take a deep breath. There's nothing more comforting than your spotter and crew chief coming on and kind of easing the moment for him. Super relaxed right now, and they should be. The 7 car's fast.
Final lap of the stage, you saw Sammy Smith, who was battling what he thought could have been a tire issue, has moved up a couple of positions in front of Christian Eckes. The 8 is now 12. His teammates racing second and third. Zilich and Allgaier behind the race leader, William Byron. Man that won the championship 2017 driving for Junior Motorsports, gonna win his 8th career stage. And his second of the season. Also won one in Circuit of the Americas when he was a runner-up in that 17 car.
Free Willy.
Zilich gets points. The same for Allgaier. Mayer was 4th, and look at that. Jeb Burton makes it pay. He gets back to 5th, getting 6 stage points. And late there in the run, 19 of Chase Briscoe into the wall. Sounded like he said something about the right rear. Not sure if that was before.
It's flat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Happened in 1 and 2.
It timed it well for the stage break.
Yeah, just curious if there's any damage underneath that.
Third caution of the day coming as we